I'm meteorologist Michael Ehrenberg, and we continue to track the tropics out there. The big weather story is Erin became the first hurricane of the season during the late morning hours, and right now we're still looking at a minimal hurricane, although it is getting better organized. Top winds right now are 75 miles an hour with gusts up to 90 with the lowest pressure at 993 millibars. Hurricane or tropical storm watch is in effect for parts of the northern Leeward Islands, as it will be passing close to that area but not expecting a direct impact. Here's the latest forecast track. It is expected to become a major hurricane this weekend and then take that beloved hook off to the north and north-northeast, passing well east of the U.S. East Coast. It could be in the left side of the cone or the right side of the cone or in the middle or wherever, but wherever it is in this cone, it will likely stay far from Florida and the East Coast to preclude any areas from getting any rain or wind from it. Now, the intensification of Erin has been hampered by some Saharan air, some dust aloft, and we can still see it's ingesting a little bit of dust this evening. However, we'll be moving over increasingly warmer sea surface temperatures. Are about 80 now underneath the storm, but we'll get into the mid-80s as it explodes into that major hurricane out there. And the wind shear will relax. Wherever you see the yellow colors, that's lighter amounts of wind shear, that twisting and turning of winds with height. Now, by the middle of next week, there's going to be a lot of wind shear over the storm, so that will probably halt development and perhaps weaken a little bit as it moves by the Carolinas and also to the west of Bermuda. It looks like Erin's steered by a weakening high pressure ridge. The Bermuda Azores high off to the east, and the high is being weakened by a dip in the jet stream, an upper level trough. There's a surface cold front, so fortunately this will tuck nicely in between the two weather systems, and spaghetti models are a nice tight agreement here, close agreement, increasing the confidence that, again, it will pass well east of the U.S. East Coast. The global models are still disagreeing a little bit. Euro and GFS in lockstep through Monday, but it looks like the GFS moves it further east and hastens and quickens the pace, whereas the European model leaves the system behind, but again, well east of the U.S. East Coast. No rain or wind from this. However, there's a lot of energy that's going to be put into the water due to the wind against the water out there. It's going to be a large storm. So by the middle of next week, we could be looking at local wave heights of about 4 to 6 feet there along the Treasure Coast, and along the Palm Beach County coast, 2 to 4 foot seas. So after being flat for a while, it's going to get a little bit rough and choppy out there. And it looks like seas off the New England coast, the Jersey Shore, could be in excess of 8 to 12 feet or higher. So large breaking waves up the East Coast from the Outer Banks north to New England, which will cause very rough conditions, and a high rip current risk will persist up and down the coast as well. In the meantime, remember, Invest 98L had a 50% chance of developing. It's now inland over the mouth of the Rio Grande River. So it looks like there's going to be some wind and rain for that area, but this system is not expected to develop. And there's a look at your tropics overview.